The crisis in Mosul right now, the civilian. We are planning for that in the beginning. And ISIS, they use that civilian like a dump in front of the fighters. The problem is those fighters or those terrorists, they don't care about any humanitarian. They use those civilians in front of them. Sometimes they put those civilians inside the houses and put 1 or 2 snipers in the roof, and they start to shooting our troops. And we saw them. We saw them by our aircraft. You know, we have some drones, watch everything. The coalition forces also, they saw them.
There was a particular incident in Jadida last week where there was a series of coalition airstrikes in a particular neighbourhood, and it's estimated that in that airstrike, or coincidental with that airstrike, more than 100 people died. Now, what's your response to that? Because there is a formal investigation.
First of all, the coalition forces, they said, we responsible for that and we hit that target. Yes, they hit that target according to our request. You know, the coalition forces, they took the request from Iraqi troops, and after that, they shoot any target. The problem is, when the coalition forces, they said that in front of the media, they said, we hit that neighborhood, and there is a target for the ISIS in that neighborhood, they hit it. But they never said, we hit that house. They never said, we hit or killed those civilians, because they said we hit maybe 1 or 2 houses around that. They start to open big investigation from their side. Also us, the MOD and the Prime Ministry and also my ministry immediately opened big investigation to give the result about that. Our responsibility is take care about the civilian. I think everything is maybe during 2-3 days appear and we clear that in front of the media.
This neighbourhood was a very tight area, very narrow streets. We know that civilians are there in their houses. It is perfectly possible, isn't it, that that airstrike hit civilians?
If you see and if you checking that neighborhood, you see how much destroy from houses. Do you think 1 or 2 bomb destroy maybe 10 or 15 houses by that way?
Amnesty International says that the Iraqi army are telling people not to leave their houses in Western Mosul. Is that true?
All the houses on the right side, it's old and it's small. And there is more people in that houses they live. For that, any airstrike or any missiles or sometimes any car bombs, it take more damage from that neighborhood. For that, we also change our rules of engagement for the humanitarian.
Now your local commanders on the ground can call in a coalition airstrike, and it comes very, very quickly. Is it possible that your commanders don't always know how many civilians are in the houses around about?
That's depend about our information, or that's depend about the intelligence information. We never shoot any houses, by the way, without any information coming from our guys. Some guys, they work between the ISIS fighters.
And the mainly Sunni population is concerned, isn't it, about the level of care that an army led by Shia is going to give them. It's important for the kind of peace that the city has, the way that you win Mosul.
ISIS defeat. We don't need any terrorists inside Mosul. And by the way, the people who will live in Mosul, they were responsible, or their responsibility to take care about their cities. No militia, no any Shia inside city Mosul. They take care about city Mosul, police, Iraqi police, Iraqi army. And by the way, Iraqi army, just when liberate Mosul, he will leave outside Mosul.
Brigadier Ibrahim, thank you very much for joining us.